Can I sit on it without breaking it? For when it's in... Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the truck build. I'm sitting here on the pile of timber that I've picked up to make the bed. It's going to be the bed slash couch, so let me show you the design. I never plan out things too much. I like to just make like a rough sketch and then kind of work it out as I go. So these are the sketches for the bed. I'm going to make a U-shaped couch that will come out to be a full king single size bed. So there's going to be a drawer here that'll slide out, and then both of these sides are going to lift up for more storage underneath. So to create the frame of the bed, I picked up some 50 by 50 mil pine. Framing timber is something I'm really struggling to find secondhand. I went to 2 recycled building yards, I've been looking online, and it's just really hard to find small bits of pine that isn't house framing. So I had to buy this new, but I'm hoping that the rest of the bed I'll be able to make with recycled materials. All right, let's get into cutting this up. To secure the frame properly, I made sure to screw into where I knew the studs were behind the walls. This will give it much more strength than just being screwed into the plywood sheets. If you're enjoying this build series, be sure to subscribe so you get notified when I release a new episode. And if you want to go the extra mile, hitting the like button really helps support this series. It wouldn't be a build with recycled materials if a pallet wasn't involved somewhere. Now for the most exciting part of working with pallets, breaking them apart. Yay! For this pallet, I used a circular saw to cut down each side and then pried up the boards from the middle. The saw blade kept getting pinched when I was cutting it though, so I switched to a jigsaw to cut through the next pallet, and that was actually way easier. The plan was to use these boards to make slats for the bed. Because I wanted each side of the bed to lift up to access storage underneath, I built a frame for the slats to attach to. Initially I only used 2 hinges, but later I added a third one just to make sure it was strong enough for us to sit on without it breaking. Yay! It works! It's square. It doesn't hit anything. Can I sit on it without breaking it? Yes, I can. The next job was something I was both excited for and intimidated by, building the drawer. If you've never built a drawer before, they're pretty difficult to get right because they need to be millimeter perfect or they don't fit properly. By some miracle, the only size drawer runner available at the hardware store was the exact length that I needed. I got these heavy duty ones so that the drawer could take a good amount of weight. The drawer itself needs to be as square as possible, which I found really challenging to do with a circular saw. But after probably a few months of thinking about it, I finally decided to invest in a table saw because I knew it would make a lot of these jobs much easier and more accurate. I also know that I'll be using it for years to come because I'll always be making and building things. But don't feel like you need to buy a table saw to do a van conversion. You can definitely do it with cheaper and simpler tools. Will the drawer fit? Have I measured everything right? Hang tight on the edge of your seat while I let you know about this episode's sponsor, Skillshare. Improving my photography skills is something I've been wanting to do for a while now, so to help with achieving that goal, I took the course Outdoor Photography, See, Shoot and Share the Beauty Around You by Min T. I found this course really inspiring because Min shows you that you can find interesting shots all around you, and you don't need to travel to the other side of the world to some amazing location to take great photos. And what's important is finding beauty in the places around you and the ones that you have access to. So if you're interested in checking out this course or any of the other ones that Skillshare has on offer, the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare so you can start exploring your creativity today. Alright, let's see if this drawer fits. Damn, the box just doesn't fit. It's about probably 1 millimeter on each side too wide. I'm just going to plane 1 millimeter off the timber that the runners are attached to. That's better. Almost. It's a bit too tall because I didn't factor in the height that the drawer would sit at once it was on the rails. It's like a couple mil too high. I guess I'll just plane the top of the box and see if that does the trick. Now I can't undo the drawer. There's a little latch on this side of each of the runners to unclip it from the rest of the runner. But now I can't get my hand down there. I did not think that through. Oh, I got that one free. Ah! Ah! Fuck! Ow! I just crushed my pinky. Ah, yes! We've got a drawer. It's nice to be sitting on the couch. It's comfortable, even without cushions. That sound in the background is the heater running. It's getting nice and toasty in here. And I'm about to start working on the last piece of the puzzle for the bed, which is this insert part here, which will act as the part of the bed for when it's in bed mode, and then as a table for when it's in... Fuck. I just fell through one of the slats. Must have had a weak spot on that knot. It's just cracked away. Let's see what the other ones are like. Can I crack any others? All the others seem pretty strong. I was not expecting that. Okay, now I have to replace that board. But apart from that, I'm going to be working on the rest of the bed here. So I need to cut out a piece here that's going to be the bed when it's in bed mode, and then it's going to be the tabletop when it's in couch mode. So let's do that and fix that piece. I routed the edge of the table so that it would sit flush with the bed slats. Plus it was a good excuse to use my router. Finally, I gave it a sand and sealed it with tung oil. I like tung oil because it's the most natural oil I've found for waterproofing wood, and it's also food safe. So there we go, the bed is finished. I'm really happy with how it's turned out. There are a couple of bits that aren't finished, like the ends of the bed here. That's because the edge of the cabinet on each side is going to cover up that, so I'm not going to put a bit of plywood across there. Of course, we still need to make the cushions to make this an actual bed, and that'll be coming in a later episode. So I hope you all enjoyed this episode of the build. I had a lot of fun making this, and I'm looking forward to the next episode where I'm probably going to be starting on the kitchen. That's exciting. Alright, I'll see you guys then.